The World Health Organization estimates that 20 to 25% of Nepal's population suffers from some form of psychosocial problem in their lifetime, with 75 to 85% of those suffering receiving no treatment. Despite its prevalence, the issue of psychosocial problems remains neglected. Unlike globally, where asylums proliferated to confine persons with psychosocial problems, no such institutions have formally been established in Nepal. There is only one government-run mental health hospital in the entire country, with few private facilities which are not affordable or accessible in rural areas. The widespread practice observed here is that these people are tied up and locked in their homes, or they are abandoned to fend for themselves on the street. KOSHISH works to reduce stigma and discrimination because they compromise the quality of life of the affected persons and their families. KOSHISH also runs transit centres where people with psychosocial problems are provided treatment in a hospitable environment. The recovered persons are then reintegrated back into their families and communities. KOSHISH works in line with the UN CRPD Article 19b, which states, persons with disabilities have access to a full range of in-home, residential and other community support services, including personal assistance necessary to support living and inclusion of the community to prevent isolation or segregation from the community. Tarapati was a constable serving in the Nepal Armed Police Force. He began to develop psychosocial problems during the period of insurgency while working in difficult circumstances. As his problems escalated, he was unable to fulfill his duties and quit his job. At home, he was treated by traditional healers but showed no signs of improvement, and his family locked him in a cage. Imprisoned in his home for over a year, his case came to the notice of KOSHISH. He was rescued and admitted to the transit centre for treatment. At the transit centre, Tarapati was provided treatment and care, and in 5 months he recovered. Today he lives with and supports his family. Tarapati has tilled all this land. He cuts grass and feeds cattle. His neighbour says, "We never imagined such a transformation from his previous state till today. It shows that with treatment, recovery is possible." His grandmother has added, "He used to live in a cage filthier than a pigsty. He had ragged hair, long beard, and used to eat, urinate and defecate in the same place." Nirmala developed psychosocial problems post-marriage after being abused and tortured by her husband and in-laws. Nirmala began hallucinating and wandering and made the streets her home. She subsequently spent 12 years of her life surviving and scavenging on the street. As soon as her case came to light, KOSHISH rescued her. At the transit centre, after months of treatment, she regained her mental health. Upon recovery, KOSHISH reintegrated her back into the community. Today she lives in her natal home with her family and is involved in household chores. I have now recovered thanks to KOSHISH. I am living in my natal home with my mother. My husband and family do not accept me. I wish to live with my husband and children, but what can I do? KOSHISH work is testament to the fact that through emergency support and a caring attitude, people with psychosocial problems can be helped to recover and reintegrated back into their communities where they lead meaningful and respectful lives.